FaZe, NIP, if something terrible and catastrophic happens to them. Gentlemen, Froz, final thought before going in.
Easy for ENCE.
Avenger, don't say military circle.
I'm just gonna say easy for ENCE.
All right, thank you very much, boys. It's time. It's the final game. Game number 60 here for the PUBG Europe League. Who is going to London? Who is going to the FACEIT Global Summit? We're about to find out. Will it be another ENCE win? Sims, Demon, take it away.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the PEL Phase 1, match number 60. It has been a long road to be here, Rich, but here we go. Will anybody be able to stop ENCE?
Absolutely not. They have completely driven a stake right through the middle of this competition. They've come out on top. They've claimed many, many scalps, and in doing so, booked a ticket to the FACEIT Global Summit.
And you know what? I love the they're not overconfident. Like we were just talking about there. They just said, and they literally just said, this should not be happening in this lobby of teams. It's not like, oh, that's easy. No, they're not cocksure of themselves. They're just like, yeah, we really shouldn't be winning by this much.
Yeah.
And that's like grounded.
I think so. There's two ways you can kind of look at this. One, other people should be playing the way that they are. Okay, they're aggressive. They take their fights. They like to get stuck in. Two, you could look at this other thing. That there's nothing left for them to lose coming into today, so they've just gone full blown, full confidence, feeling it. You know, they're absolutely feeling it, and that gives you so much power.
And they've also
they're just abusing it.
They've trashed the meta.
Yeah.
What we were saying is, really, what this league has been working on is, you know, you kind of want to be central by like phase 3. That's 3 games they've come from outside and battered everyone.
I mean, I still think if some people haven't clocked on to the meta yet and clocked on, this is a totally different game to what we were playing a year ago. This is not this point structure of how it works. It's not the same game by any standards. You have to fight. You have to kill. You can't sit down in the grass and stick your head between your legs and just pray that you're going to get a placement. There's no healing outside the blood. All these different... It's just not the same game, and you have to adapt to it. And I think ENCE have clocked onto it, and honestly, they're dominating.
Joker's dropping a little bit further to the west than normal. Obviously, the plane path didn't really help them get into Ferry Pier, so they've kind of gone for this, I wouldn't say tempo drop. It's a little further over, kind of a sporadic drop, really. G2 themselves have managed to make it down towards their stand loot spot. Nobody going near them, not even remotely hot dropping them, so they're in a pretty comfy territory. It's a tricky spot to hot drop. I mean, yes, you can catch them separated, I guess. It's really the only way you could look towards it. But yeah, Winstrike not interested in that, going around their standard sort of loot settings. Maybe if the plane path would have gifted them a chance to fly directly over. But it is going to adjust them. Raise your edge back down to Primorsk, so they're going to be happy. And just about everybody else in the standard locations. Nothing funny happened in this game.
Circle, all right. There's a little bit on Sosnovka, but the main head of it's over on the main head of Erangel.
Yeah.
So you'd expect it to stay there. Liquid not quite plumb center, but certainly not far off it whatsoever. G2 is the team with the big red X painted on all their players' backs. If we knock them out, this really does open the door. Winstrike is 4 points behind them. The Jokers are 10. Now, I think if it was a tied game, they'd have to be above them. Am I correct? It goes down, I think, on the tiebreaker.
Yeah, they're down on kills at the moment. It was kills were separated. So Winstrike just said, we need 5 points. We're 5 points behind. We're not 4 points because we have to be ahead of them. They're saying that, but the kill points is only 7 between them, so it's not that far. We'll see, of course, how it works out. The Jokers themselves, 10 points out of the running at the moment. FaZe Clan, pretty much out of the picture, I think, now. I think they're 16 points behind G2, which would be an almighty game, and they need everybody else to have a bad game around them. So it's kind of out of their hands and more in the hands of the other teams.
It's doable, but they need a 30-point game. They need a win and 20 kills. Yeah. They need to go hunting, they need to go slaying, and they just need to frag the hell out if they want any shot at that, because they've left it way too late. They've been slipping down that table. I mean, 7th, okay. In the grand scheme of things, it's average. You know, if you want to say it's above average, it's middle of the table.
It's not FaZe Clan.
I still think that, and people may hate on this, I mean, when FaZe was FaZe and the FaZe that we knew, we were a completely different game. It was in the old point system. They absolutely dominated it because they knew how to play it. This is different, so you're going to get these teams that step up to that level, that understand the gravity of how much kills are.
It's about adapting.
The gravity of kills, 1 point per kill, and the fact that down in the lower regions of the table for placement you don't get any points. You can't muck around and you can't play for placement anymore. You've got to take your fights, you've got to take location, and you've got to win games.
So 5 minutes, most of the team's already on the move. Winstrike have grouped. They've got themselves in the compounds that actually I think Liquid wanted. They've instead gone for this hillside now with Vitality very, very close on the opposite hill. Really within shooting distance, within grenade distance, to be honest, from Jeems. He's popping off. He's going to get pressured, though. You can see Jazza and Monkey pull up. They're going to get over the top of the hill. Now they've got to be careful. Team Liquid have support the other side of this hill as Monkey goes for the flank. Jempty down low, gets spotted. Samty caught out. Shadow will catch him. And Team Liquid, who are in second place and safe, are in a little bit of trouble here from Vitality.
Jeems will go on the peep and creep. Gets them on, blindsides them, but they popped up at the exact same time. Jempty on one side, Jeems on the other, and now all of a sudden they're taking the pain to Vitality. There is a response there. Chris in the back lines, but here comes the mop-up crew. Monkey, last man standing.
Chris could steal so much away from these. Team Liquid, as you mentioned, Ibby's backing away. Chris is just trying to collect points. You know, they're absolutely vital. Brexco steals Jazza. G2 are gaining everything from this battle. Third party in effect, and this is what they need to do.
These are paying off for G2. Unfortunately, not for Liquid. Monkey has completely rotated behind him. This should be all she wrote.
Hide and seek.
Oh, actually, I think Jempty... Oh, is Jempty still bleeding out? Might be able to get the res here, which will put him into the 2-on-1. They still need to be aware that G2 is lingering. Monkey clearly doesn't have any information where he is. Ibby will go back to holding this off angle. AWM comes down. Thank you very much, with a lovely suppressor on the back of that bad boy as well.
It's going to be fast rail that will collect that, I guess.
Ooh.
And Ibiza found. So Monkey gets him and takes him down. It leaves Jempty down south.
How often do we see fights going on this early?
Jempty with Monkey is the solo man, right?
It's a one-on-one.
Yeah.
And Monkey's looting.
And G2 are watching.
It's questionable. It's questionable.
Does he know where Jempty is? I don't think he does.
He takes the tree now. Oh, he's the wrong side of the tree. That's the problem.
He doesn't know. Oh my God. TSM of Corp FaZe Clan on the rotate. Wookie Bookie. Down Zuba on the way through. Should be able to get back on his feet here, I think. Meanwhile, we cut away from it. Jempty does take Monkey down in that one-on-one. And there he is looting.
Wait, so did I see? They must have.
Oh, they're pulling on Wookie. They're pulling on Wookie. Wookie's on his own here. Yeah, they're going to try and push it in. Now, what damage can Wookie do to FaZe Clan here? Can he cause problems? Look at it. He's cooking the nade. He's gone in that back room. Tossed it to ENCE. ENCE backs down the stairs. He's going to try and cook the second nade out. ENCE's going to reply. And I think Mexi just got a nade in the window of the room that Wookie's in. Yes, he did. And that puts him down.
That's a good bit of commitment there. And they flood him, and they take the position. They also get the res as well, so they keep 4 men alive and take a very nice stance on the map. I say stance on the map, it's actually at the edge. But at least they'll clear him out and be able to continue through. I'm sure the grenade came from down low. This will go back to the kill that happened. A quick jiggle peek, and away we go.
Monkey didn't really know where he was, did he? I think that's the...
No,
he lost the track of him, so... Didn't really know, so Jempty will catch him out. So Vitality down in 16th place. They did get themselves 3 kills out of it, though, so 3 points on the board for them. It won't be enough to catch TSM. They will end up in 9th position, just outside the money.
Beautiful death, unfortunately, gets out of his taxi and smashed to oblivion. There's no getting back from that one. Knocked and confirmed instantly. Ira hops on the back, says, nope, thank you very much. Ninjas, you can have the yellows. I have no issues with this one, boys. Bye-bye.
Yeah, they're 12 points ahead of, well, actually 13 points ahead of G2. No, G2 stole 2 kills as well, didn't they? So G2 will be on 376 now, NIP on 387, while Winstrike and the Joker's on 370 and 364. So they've still got a lot of work to do. Wanderer caught out. That's the Knights on Potato Hill, putting pressure on M19.
Imagine if ENCE get into Pachinki. We end on Pachinki, and they actually said it before the start of the game and predicted it. The preemptive circle.
Well, where's FaZe? FaZe normally ditch it for this spot, right? That's on the northern side, but they're a long way out. They're actually being gate camped by TSM still.
Yeah, this could be a little bit of a revenge tactic. TSM have set up on the hill in front of them. FaZe might take the wide swing, but the problem is you're going to go
into G2,
out of the frying pan and directly into the fire. If you avoid TSM down south, you hit the road where basically it will come down to deer, because on that road there is the compound just further up from it, but you can't really see the road.
Michael's there. Might catch them. No, Michael's on his bike, literally.
Are they just going to hunt them down? Just for fun? Because they're driving towards FaZe. Maybe they know what's coming here and they're just preempting it and just blocking them off. You've already taken Wookie from us, so we'll just completely ruin your game plan altogether.
Well, Wookie kind of knocked them first, in fairness.
I suppose.
Well, Wookie started it. Actually,
my dad's
TSM
dadder than your dad.
It's kind of giving him information to FaZe Clan because G2 are taking shots on TSM, so now FaZe see what's ahead of them. They're going to turn around. I think they're actually going to completely turn around and go north. Potentially. Crate dropping down. That's at the yellows. TSM now on the coastline. Don't really know where they're planning on going. Just avoiding G2. And while that's happening, ENCE have gone for the double. So Trifoli has actually pushed up. They may be actually scouting closer to Pachinki to see what's there. Jempty on his own. He's back in Pachinki. Mexi catches them. That's M19. Gifted the points. We were talking about how they needed the points. There's two.
A couple of shots in the back lines up. Uber trying to keep himself up. Smokes it down. They'll also have the vehicles if they need to help them. They'll be able to pull up here and take the body box if they need to. G2 have an eye line on them. It is denied by the Shack. Stims are on. You see at the front, there was a bullet to the head as well. Gustav. That's a 249 for your buddy. 8 times as well if Wookie's kicking around. Finish off the sniper rifle and give him the range that he needs. Jimpty, as you mentioned, is back in Pachinki. Actually getting shot. He's just been tagged, I've seen. Looks like ENCE will confirm through. Maybe hit the side of Pachinki with the church. There's the Farmlands over the other opposing side, but DA have already purchased residency in there.
Jokers and Winstrike, obviously the teams we also need to keep our eyes on. Got themselves a good spot. They're on the hillside just south of Pachinki. It is kind of the central point at the moment, and you know, predominantly it does tend to pull away from the city. We'll see whether it does go into Pachinki. Of course, we've had a Pachinki finish so far. A couple of shots from ENCE there onto the Knights. They've pulled into the north side of Pachinki, and they're caught in a crossfire. The Finns, look at it. What's Squeaky doing down here? He's just like coming in. Why not? Rastamar caught by Jempty. Fin on Finn.
If he actually kills him, that'll deny him the 100 points.
It would. It would deny him.
And he's just got the knock here as well, so there was a possibility for it. There is Tracer Fine coming in to Jempty, and that's going to be from...
FaZe have totally re-rotated. They've gone all the way around the north, and they're actually going to come in now. Ordinarily, they've come into the north side of Pachinki, where the Knights and ENCE are right now.
To give you the information, they are just above school and apartments, just below Potato Hill, yeah. Kind of lingering in the distance circle. Yoink! Goes more towards the northwest. Ruins is still in, but NIP are front and centre, so that's pretty good on that side. Sixmo's
got the compound, and that's the one that everyone wants. He's on his own. He needs the rest of DA to join him. That is a solid compound. Okay, NIP might be able to squeeze towards it. Red Diamonds, they've been known to launch for it, but they're just going to go in. Winstrike still happy with their compounds. TSM going to try and go around the south side, rotate across this hill, and sort of the backside of Winstrike and Red Diamonds and see if they come bopping in there. FaZe Clan, if they continue their path, they're going to go straight into NIP.
I don't like this ground. Taking cars and vehicles through here.
It's horrible.
It's
a lumpy horribleness. And I think FaZe are just realizing they're at 8. He's launching
the topography is awful.
Yeah, VOD sees him. And then he's going to take shots, and suddenly FaZe will...
They should turn here. They should just run away completely. Yeah. Grab your vehicles and get gone. However, Elite Player is lingering.
That's one. That's one for Winstrike on the chase for G2. G2 themselves picked up 2, I believe, kills. Very important to keep track of that.
It'd be good to get the live standings up towards the end so we can see exactly where people are playing out and what points they need. Just so viewers at home know where we're going to be standing.
Squeaky watching FaZe.
Poor man's Pachinki.
They're going to call. Oh no, they're going to come straight in. Squeaky's there.
Oh, they're going to ENCE.
They're actually going in towards that compound. Squeaky's going to catch them.
Oh,
tries to go and catches ENCE off guard and says, "Oh no, we've gone into the mighty ENCE once again," and that's going to force them. They're going to go for northern Pachinki, and they're going to run straight into the rest of ENCE and the Pittsburgh Knights.
Yeah, this isn't good. There's nowhere really to turn. And they can linger on these plateaus all they like. G2 will be on the backside of Pachinko, so we've got fights on either side. Kicking it now for a second. And that's okay. They can just chill. All of a sudden, FaZe turn their attention to Squeaky. They want to try and finish him off. TSM, though, they lose one. Rory's off the back of the bike. Gustav taking some bullets as well. He's very heavily damaged.
Is the last man standing for TSM, I believe.
This would be a huge win if he managed to win this out.
And it's such a strong compound. Here comes the rest of DA. The rest of DA are coming now. Jimty's got Voxic down now. Jimty's just popping off in that city. Rustenmar stole it. There it is. 100 kills for Rustenmar. What an absolute monster he has been this season. This phase, I should say. TSM down in 15th place. It's all about Rustenmar from ENCE hitting the 100, the triple digits. What an achievement that is.
Live standings, here we go. You can see the chase is on. FaZe Clan are actually, they're not too far.
Oh, so 15-point chaser.
It would be hard. They'd have to get a win and a boatload of kills, but they require G2 to drop as well and go down. That's not going to help. Ubar takes a bullet to the face. Squeaky again, causing all many problems from outside of the blue. He's just been a goddamn nuisance.
He's done it before, hasn't he?
Oh, no, he's finished him.
Yeah, he stole it.
Oh, no.
Squeaky's thinking, I wonder if I could get 100. I mean, he was on, what was he on, 90? He was in the 90s, right? He was in the 90s. He's got a bit of work to do here, I think, to get it. But Squeaky was on 92 previous to that. He's just got 2, I believe. Yeah, there's the second one. So he's on 94 himself. He will have to go for it. But you know what? He's already down 2 members of FaZe. He got 3 of them, if you remember rightly, on Miramar yesterday. But this time he's spotted, and Mexi will finish him. 4 kills for Mexi, by the way, so far.
Yeah, but fighting from the blue.
G2 fine Team Liquid. That's going to be 14th place. And yeah, as you mentioned, another point. We saw the live standings a second ago. They are now, I believe, 5 points ahead of Winstrike. And more importantly, kills ahead as well. So Winstrike will need 6 more points. All the circles pulled out Pachinko. And that pulls G2 possibly into the back of the Jokers.
What is funny is smack bang in the middle, there's a double drop and Red Diamonds are already there. So the Red Diamonds could really put their grasp onto it. Winstrike do kind of have the circle. They're a little bit south. CrowCrowd also have a decent compound in the north. The Ninjas have just rocked up and they're playing edge, but they'll get held at gunpoint by CrowCrowd. Red Diamonds will cover both points, the center of the circle and the western bank. Meanwhile, all down south, Raise Your Edge, playing edge as per usual. The Jokers, this is an interesting one. The Jokers could literally hold G2 dead to rights. Straight
into Navi. FaZe Clan bombing it in. Mikaz has been picked off, by the way, and finished off by Kramer. So that puts ENCE down to Fuzzface straight into a doozy, and that will be all he'll do. And that leaves Mexi solo. He's going down in a blaze of glory in the middle of the field. So we're going to see FaZe Clan going out here in 13th place. That is their tournament over. They'll be going down. The question is, will it be, well, it will be a 7th place finish for them.
G2 are now on the move. I have to be very thankful.
Doozy gets another?
Hello.
The UAZ, I mean, that was close. That was...
I would suggest blowing that up, my friend. There you go. Get rid of that bad boy. G2 now have actually turned on to Senya and Corp. The Jokers, they did move away from that position. All of a sudden, G2 just ran straight up there and says, you know what? If you're going to move out of this, we'll move in, take up residency. And now, honestly, the Jokers, they've been caught with the pants down. They had the edge of the circle. They could have kept anyone else who want to make an entry part on this, but they kind of went into no man's land, and it's really hit them in the back.
And if they want to qualify, they've got to kill G2 here.
They have to kill this team.
They've lost Kemba already, so they're a man down. Chris is making the push. You don't want Chris flanking you like this. This is just about the worst thing you can hope for. They're not going to be expecting this nade at all. It's cooked, it's cooked, it's cooked. It's gone too far. It's gone way too far. He's actually pushed up. D-Match gone aggressive. He's going to see him. He's going to go up and over the top. D-Match, though, was caught by the support of Kaint. One hit point.
Back off, 1 hit point. And also, you just hear the pan in the back. The dink comes through. Brexico's there to hold fire from a different angle. Udir as well. So they'll have the high ground. And they'll be holding back the Knights because they smell all this action and maybe want to get involved and have a bit of fun. Try and play for placement. D-Mash still nothing much he can do. Senya in the tab. Yeah. Well, it's just a bit of a shooting field at the moment. They're out in the open and they're getting hit from different angles all over the place.
Yeah, Raise Your Edge taking shots. Winstrike taking shots. You can see Na'Vi kind of just behind the hill as well. G2. Well, honestly, for Jokers, they were caught napping there. They should have been looking at Pachinko. They should have been expecting teams to come their way. They were kind of focused on trying to move into the circle themselves, but That's not the play they need to be looking at. That's not the jokers we've been used to seeing throughout this tournament. They've kind of been lapsadaisical over the last 2 days. Actually, to be fair, all the teams that have been chasing, they've had that chance to step up, and none of them have, I feel, which is why we're seeing G2 starting to take control and starting to secure their 4th spot.
And the problem is the circle isn't favorable to them, and now they literally have 3 teams that they have to fight off, with ENCE lingering in the north, creeping their way down. They'll focus fire on the Knights. Once they do this, they'll have to turn on to ENCE, who also will get involved. But again, the more damage they can do here, the better it is in the long... Exactly. So they just, if they can keep playing this one, then that's fine. And they are doing. I mean, what, we're on 7 now?
Winstrike getting crashed by Raise Your Edge down south. So Winstrike trying to do what they can do. They've cut out jokers. That's going to be the Knights down, as you mentioned. G2 picking up kill after kill. Brexico, this is the time to deliver. And Winstrike trying to do what they can to keep G2 in check. They're trying to take the kills to them. ENCE making the move. Batulin will catch him. That's going to be Thriffly down. Rustamar picks up another. Now he goes. He falls to Iro. A man who's been doing very well himself. That nade's just come through, not quite catching on Winstrike. Second one will. That's not going to catch Tixu though. Winstrike still in with a chance, but they're going to have a big finish here to chase G2. You can see the live scores right there, the real-time standings. G2 have picked up a lot of kills. They're only 6 off NIP.
Might be able to jump up into that 3rd place spot. Oh, you never know. Winstrike might be able to kick them out. This will be a difficult one for them. DA has a crossfire on them.
Ooh,
Brexico down. Chris down.
Ooh.
Chris is confirmed. Said also MBS, NIP up at the top. Brexico gone. Kane gone. This is not good. There is a big crossfire there and an AWM that's in place. So Wanted from all the way across the frigging map has just done some serious damage to G2's back.
He's in the blue, isn't he? Oh no, he's just in that little compound. Okay, well NIP still with 2 alive are going to be happy because that's their 3rd place secured. With G2 just with Udyr now standing. Oh, Miraku caught out. VOD gets the return frag. CrowCrowd going to push on this. They've got NIP down to 1. They absolutely should be pushing. Push!
I'm looking at the map.
Push.
Winstrike see Udyr. He's the last man from G2. I think he's about to go down. Watch that kill feed. You might see it any second. He's going to come out of the blue. Unfortunately, he'll be tanked up. And even Senya could get involved. But this is a point now where if G2 go out, it's game on for Winstrike. Yeah. They have to win the game, but they have to clear the server.
They have 4 alive. They don't need to clear the server. They really don't need. They just need placements.
I think you should definitely secure it with a couple of kills. Yeah. Just go for it. That's the only way you're going to win this.
That is a horrible circle. That has moved away from everything. It's the Red Diamonds that are in control with 4 standing in the circle. Joker's trying to make the move. Senya is getting caught out. It's Winstrike taking the shots, and the Jokers, well, they were the closest competition to try and challenge for G2, who you can see are also in the side there, and Winstrike with a chance to finish them all and benefit from the kills.
Na'Vi are going to come down from the mountains. We will see 2 snakes in the grass. Senya on Jokers, Udyr on G2. Both of those players just going extremely passive.
Batulin's nade, that's gone way past. It actually might catch Kodir.
It's not far off, and this kind of rings an alarm bell for Winstrike, where these individual players will be going. Now they have to pick their battles. Jokers go out, Senya's down, he's dead. And now it comes down to Udyr. What can you do for G2? That helps them out because it gives them another position. Grenade from MBS, the flood, the finish, the knocks, the kills. It's all madness up here in the north.
Yeah, NIP down to 1. Best luck, ironically, stealing that one away. Digital Athletics are launching in a car. They're only getting so far, though. They're going to try and run a doozy over again. Another one sending it to a doozy shack. Udyr, he's trying to toss a nade out. Where's he going to those? Trying to smoke his direction as much as he can. Those nades going down onto a doozy and Mert, who just tried to blast in there. So Udyr's trying to pick up kills. 7 kills and counting. That's puts G2 on what? 381, I think they are.
Winstrike need to have a big game here.
They will get a placement point as well. So 382, there he goes. Udyr down. So 382 points, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for G2. What can Winstrike do, though? Can they chase it? Can they catch it? They've got to get Tixu back on the feet, keep 4 alive. But you can see Red Diamonds, FastRail making a run for it, using that UAZ. Really nice play there from FastRail to just run and gun, to using that as a cover. Fantastic work. It's working out so well for him.
This is an IQ 9000 play. Get out of the vehicle. He may have just got out because it was smoking, but they finally do see him. How many players from Winstrike stayed alive?
They're all 4 up. They've got to go for it, though.
That's amazing.
Smoke's down, but look at the gunfire coming in. Jorski's getting caught there, hits the dirt. Will he be able to survive? Nuki gets up to the tree. Iroh came out on top in that battle, by the way, the one that was against Aduzi. So Red Diamond's down to 3. We're into the top 3. Winstrike can do it.
You know what's actually got
They've
amazing
got 6
here?
kills.
This is incredible because the car that was burning from the other one has hit the back of the box, the crate in front of them. If they push another vehicle to it, they could literally make a little fort up against that crate in the middle. That may have just given the cover that they need to advance forward when this circle moves.
They need 1 more kill to even up on points. They need 2 more kills to pass them. If my maths are correct, yeah, there we go. So you can see 376 are on 382, but they've got the placement points to come with it. They're already on 5. There's Mert. They're going to finish it off. Timmy needs to get the kill confirmed here. Make sure he confirms it. There we go. That's 1 more. Now they have...
They've just jumped him.
They've just jumped him, I believe.
Just jumped
no,
him,
they're equal on kills. But G2 have more kills. G2 have more kills.
Okay, so
That's incorrect. They need 1 more. They need one more.
Look, this is exactly what I said. That vehicle hit the crate. They've pushed the other vehicle up, and now they've used it basically to fortify themselves up against this. They've been given the level 3s, and more importantly, they've been given the cover they need. The circle has moved in. They're inside the circle. They just need to find someone's face.
If Iroh goes down, they've done it. If they get the next point, it doesn't matter whether they get the kill, the placement will do it for them. Iroh standing is the last man there. Winstrike just need to survive right now. Iroh's going to have the blue. He's going to move. And he's got his level 3'd up. He's got an M249.
But he's in the blue.
If he bleeds out, it doesn't matter. If he bleeds out, if he dies, that's the placement point. It will give Winstrike the 6. That's it. They've done it. Winstrike are going to be in the top 4. They have beaten G2. Oh, my word. The drama at the last minute. Now, can they finish it with a chicken dinner?
Anything is possible on PUBG. It's a championship Sunday, and this is where champions are born. Looking down the barrel, Hello Senpai hits the deck. The response is fantastic. They are doing so well. 2 teams alive. Can they confirm this? All but done with a win. It would be a beautiful celebration if so.
Tixu's moving. Tixu's going for it. He wants to get around the side, but he can't have the angle. He knows they're in the side. There's another crate coming down just to back it in.
Finish them off, boys.
Pin's got the move, but they are pushing in. Pin's trying to put the cover fire down. That's a great shot from Pin onto Tixu. Nuki will be able to get him back on his feet, but you can see Senpai and Bestalosh are back.
He's got level 3 gear, half health. It doesn't really matter. 10 kills come in the back for the opposing side, but it looks like Winstrike have done this. Bandages go up, still 3 individuals. Have they got aggressive.
Have they done the math? They won't know this situation. They're thinking we have to win this. They don't know whether it's done, secured or not, unless they've really been looking at that kill feed and doing the math on the way, which I'll be very surprised at. 10 kills and counting for Red Diamonds, though. Brilliant finish from them. The circle goes Red Diamonds' way once again. They find Nuki. It's down to Timmy and Jorski.
The confirmation's there. Another point to Hello Senpai, but honestly, at this point, it's not about the points. It's literally about this final game. Playing for the win here, 2 versus 3, everything against them. They must know by now that this has kind of gone their way. Sees him at the back of the shack, he's outside the zone, so he'll have to move and come out from eventually. 2 players playing the shack zone. They have the circle, that's the problem.
There's no nades, no smoke, no nothing for Winstrike. They have 0 utility. They have to rely on their shots. Jorski lands a little tag. They really need to get it down and move on it as quick as possible. They just saw a little jump from Senpai. Jorski down. He's got the meds. Timmy only has bandages, by the way. Now the blues on their back, and they have to move over this ridge line. Red Diamonds look like they've got this one locked out.
It looks like they've done enough work, though. We'll wait for the final standings at the end to completely annihilate, but we heard the screams and the cheers in the back, so we're pretty much sure it's all but done.
I've done the math. I'm pretty sure it's going to be by 1 point. I'm not...
That would be wild.
I'm not confident, but I'm pretty sure it's by 1 point. And it's only the placement point with Iroh going down. It's going to give them 6 points, and I think they got 7 kills, if I'm not mistaken here. Yes, they have. So obviously that confirms the fact they're going to get 13 points. We got to see, but I believe that's how it is. Red Diamonds will pick themselves up the